On March 11th, 2019, Path of Exile announced a new stash tab to be added, the Unique tab. This allows you to store and showcase one copy of every unique in-game. When I read that, I knew what I had to do. I've set off to obtain every unique in-game in the solo self-found game mode, filling the Unique stash tab completely. This shit will take a long ass time and won't be easy, but I'm always down for a grind. I'm Mathew Lighty, and this is All for One.
Welcome. This is episode 160 of All for One, the Quest You Need Completion. And this is, well, we're in a Crucible / Standard League. Since we've left Crucible, we're in Standard League mostly, actually exclusively now. Trying to acquire those extremely hard to acquire missing uniques for the All for One series. We're talking uber content, we're talking pinnacle things, we're talking unrelenting, timeless, flawless, the best of the best. And before we get into the episode, speaking of the best, Iced Tea Aesthetic, the sponsor for all things Lighty, is the best of the best when it comes to Japanese anime and dark aesthetic clothing. It's what I love to wear, and it feels comfy. It's comfy on my wallet, and it just makes me feel good inside because I get to wear cool things. There's new drops for the upcoming, actually existing, that's now Demon Slayer new season. If you like that sort of vibe, go for that. Titties also have tons of clothing for various types of anime. You have Chainsaw Man, you have Berserk, you have Godzilla, the list goes on and on. You can use the promo code Lighty10 for 10% off all orders, or Lighty20 for 20% off all orders of 2 or more. Free shipping past $100, international and domestic, and obviously it goes to support the channel, the All for One series, and all things Lighty. They have new drops monthly, and most of them are thematic towards what's going on. Exactly like we said, Demon Slayer season just came out, so what do? They put out some new Demon Slayer merch. Comes in a variety of sizes, long sleeve, short sleeve sweaters, bunch of fun stuff, bunch of fun colors. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let's get back to that. Alright, extra long episode. There won't be an outro because it's a natural fade from what's about to occur. I don't want to spoil it. This episode's jam-packed. Enjoy it to its fullest. And let's get those missing uniques, you know? Yeah, I mean, there's reason not to, I guess.
Why wouldn't you? Right now it's a dead stat. It's got nothing.
Yeah. So I have Crusader Orbs, I do.
You have 1.
I have 7.
You have 1.
Okay.
You're only going to be able to click it once. Look at we ball. Yeah. It's really not that crazy of a wand, is it?
It's a lot of PDPS.
It is.
It's deceptive because it's, yeah. It's hard to make a fizz wand.
Well, my air just kicked on and my legs got cold.
Okay.
Good fucking wand.
Conductivity's fine.
That's fine.
Thanks.
Still a bunch of extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your wand is shocky now. Look at it.
It is shocky.
Even your chest
I have-
plate is shocky.
Yes, my chest plate cells is very, very nice.
Your chest plate's nuts.
I want to briefly show in Standard how I magic find, what the basic setup is, because it's fascinating to some people and I get asked the questions often. You can check my character and import it from my POB by checking my profile, etc. So you don't really need my input to... So I get asked the question pretty often, how do you magic find, or what's the deal? I don't do it too often, but when I do it in Standard, I have a pretty decent setup for it. So I'm a Deadeye, level 97, not 100 yet. I'm not going to probably ever be 100 in this character, but that's fine. Typically it's used with a bow skill. I'm using Ice Shot because it just received a pretty substantial buff in Vengeance Cascade, making it so it bounces back and effectively the devil is clear. That plus Mana Forged Arrow, which basically auto triggers your Frenzy, which gives you free culling, free power charge and crit setup, which is pretty comfy. I use Mage Blood because I keep on gold flasks and it just makes capping res and being fast really, really easy. I don't use a Greed's Embrace. I use a 7-link chest, which is elevated rarity. You can use Greed's Embrace. It's probably ultimately better, but I found this one to be more comfy when it came to getting my Chaos res up and other resistances. And I do have Solar Pinch on in case we hit a, what's it called? Jesus Christ, help me, God, help me. Anguish Plat, which I do have to run a Chance to Flee with. So typically I take out Awakened Chain and put in Chance to Flee whenever I feel like doing that. Other than that, it's the basic MF setup with the Magic Helm and White Quiver with Arrow Chain. You can also do +1 arrow, or you can double corrupt it for +1 arrow and +1 chain if you want to have fun times. A couple of Ventors that are okay, gold worms for quantity.
That's the basis of the gear, at least. Flasks are your Mage Blood flask, plus the Dying Sun, just to be a cool guy. And yeah, what I have for content is typically what I do is I get like a shit tier low map, so Strand. Actually, this league probably Silo would be the best, tier 2 Silo. I like that a lot. I did that in Crucible League. And chisel them, alch them, put on 1 Delirious Orb, and then I Val them. And what happens is if they basically don't go 8 mod, or they don't go unID'd. UnID'd is fine, it means they gain 20 quality, or quantity. These are the ones I'll keep. These are basically going to be like close to 100 quant, because it's whatever they were, plus the fact that unID'd means 20. I put on Divinations, Harbingers, Reliquary, and Legion. I like Legion, I like Harbinger for MFing. I don't put on a whole lot. This is my tree. I'll put it in the description of the video. And Ghosted Exiles. And since I'm in Standard, I could use things like Infused Anarchy to get a little bit of extra oomph from my maps. You can put on Sextants if you want. I typically recommend it if you're going to do Legion. An example of really good Legion Sextants are so that Splinters are duplicated. That one's super strong, contains additional encounter. I think that's it. There might be one more, but I think that might be it. Nope, that's it. So encounter and then duplicate are the ones that you want to run. For Harbinger, there also, I think there's 1 or 2. There's Shard one, and that might be it actually. Also put on the Strongbox one just for the Gildeds. That makes it a little bit nicer. I do prefer this setup when it comes to these, and I'll do my maps in sets of 3 whenever I have 3 maps, because this lets us really comfortably just like run 3, then do 3. So for these, I do like 3 maps. I think I have a couple unID'd ones here that are not Delirious. That one's Delirious. So the Sextants last for 3. If you want, if you want to really beat extra min-maxy, you'd put on Enduring Influence, put the Sextants on, then take it off. That's up to you. If you want to live that life, you could just do this instead. And again, I put an Infused Anarchy. I think this can still proc with the 20. I think I've had it happen, this plus the 20 from Ruckus. But yeah, that's basically it. And if you want to min-max more, you can put on Temple. It's free mobs. I don't really give a shit, so I'm not going to bother. And I think that's basically the gist of my MF setup. I'll show you what the build looks like in action. It's a little much, but most things are going to die off screen. I'm still leveling some gems. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I like MFing low tier. I would recommend it for anyone in Trade League. Even in SSF, once you get onto some of the basic stuff, it's pretty easy peasy. If you're wondering how I survive, I am res capped, obviously, from just having, you know, Mage Blood plus Purity of Elements. Another important element of my res capping comes with the fact that I have just some pretty decent gear. My Ventors are nice. So it may be a little hard to be not res capped, but you don't have to technically be res capped. You could just kind of basically ZHP your way through these, especially low tier maps. That's where Cast on Death comes in. I know there's a cacophony of sounds, and I recommend having a pretty strict filter. Mine's pretty strict, but I still show all uniques just because I like to see them. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you have a Headhunter, I typically recommend clearing first and then looting later, just because you're going to drive yourself crazy otherwise. And having the amount of chain I have really feels nice, especially when I proc my Val Ice Shot, you know, before I hit the Legion. Then I move on. It's kind of been hard to see what the fuck is happening half the time doing these maps, but yeah, it's a lot of fun just to see this level of like craziness, you know. And again, you're going to sporadically die, just periodically, as you're going about life, but that's part of the NF process, you know. You've never seen this quantity of loot? I know it's a bit wild looking. Everything I'm doing here, by the way, is 100% doable in Trade League, with, I would probably say, you know, bar the Mage Blood. Obviously, the investment is probably going to be 15, 20 Divines, so not like a crazy amount. You could live life in tier 2 maps and make yourself very comfy and happy, and basically, you know, any amount of investment you put in, you'll get back within a week, pretty much, of magic finding. I also recommend checking out the MF Academy. It's an interesting Discord server that they have a lot of tips and tricks for magic finding. They're better suited to answer questions than I am on this topic. I'm sure there's some things that I'm doing that are slightly inefficient, but this works for me pretty well. Splinter? Even the whole hog, baby. Now, if you're wondering how I stay alive during all this chaos half the time, it's because I have a Vitality 30 life on hit Watcher's Eye. It makes a tremendous difference for your survivability. You're obviously hitting a billion times a second on a billion different things, so it makes life really nice and easy. You get those giant explosions off the bosses. Again, I'm using Gilded Reliquary Scarabs, not Winged.
This whole process can be increased even more, which is wild to think about. So after I've cleared the map, I now get to go through the map in its laggy state here and loot. And it is quite laggy for me. Although the FPS is fine when I'm standing still. But to be fair, I'm also playing 3 games at once right now. Alright, so taking a couple minutes to finish looting the map. This is basically the gist of what I got here. 8 Chaos, half an Ancient. I don't really know prices in Trade League, but there was also a Diden's Dawn. +2 Aura Sliver Pinch was actually just an upgrade to me. And then +1 Frenzy Null and Void. The pretty mid to standard MF for a map like this. Again, I don't know what the investment is for y'all, but that's, what I got out from this. So do with it as you choose. But when you're looking for specific uniques, yesterday I did this for a couple maps. And what did I get? I got, what did I get? I got a Shavs, a Maloney's, some other horse shit. You just get stuff. MFing is a lot of fun. I would recommend it if you haven't ever done it before, since this is like the main focus of this league is bows. This is a good bow league. Not hard to craft a pretty basic bow, so we'll look into that. All before us, Hinakora. Shio. Ooh, a fracturing shard. Only 19 more to go. Another map down. I guess if you were in Trade League, I don't know which of these you keep, but there's a Mjolnir, a Perfect Gold Worms, and then super nice Black Sun Crest 12, 15, 15. So, you get the idea. This is kind of what the stuff I do, and whenever I need some currency in Standard or I need a specific unique I need multiples of for valuing purposes, like for example, the chicken helmets, I val these to try to get +1 all gems. But, it's jiggling. The lightning socket gems are jiggling. But yeah, you get the idea. MFing. It's pretty fun.
You gotta augment.
Not to disappoint me.
Augment.
Regal. And then you gotta Exalt Slam.
I don't have to Exalt Slam.
Craft.
Just map to craft. You gotta Exalt Slam. Don't Exalt Slam. Exalt Slamming's bad. Alright. I'm 1 for 7 on doing this. So I'm ready to become 1 for 8. Oh boy.
1 for 8.
Fantastic.
Oh.
I'll see you in a week, or 3 weeks, or 5 weeks.
You're giving him way too much credit.
He's a gummy bear.
This is the home of pet ants.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's death.
Mm-hmm. The home of dead ass. All right, let's see if I get Anathema or my Calantris ring.
Anathema?
No. No. A dog's barking at things.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
I dropped
maybe it's
Anathema
barking.
yesterday, I think.
Why are you pronouncing it like that? You said it because he said it. What is wrong with you people?
I don't know. Do you say promenade or promenade?
Promenade.
I don't say either.
From
I say promosexual. A lot of these things are going to lead to other things. Oh, God. All right. Okay. So the first wheel of the day, of the league, I guess, or the year, is doing 5 ways. Okay. Well, let's see if my computer can hold up. It's about 7 minutes per run after looting. I have 10 runs at the moment. I can always MF some more. Doesn't take too long, but okay. So the build I use to farm 5 ways or do 5 ways, you pretty much have to have a headhunter. That's step 1. After that, it really is up to you. Whatever clearing build you want. I would say the pretty accepted best one is KB, specifically Divergent, because how it gains AB after forking. So that plus Awakened Fork makes it pretty crazy. But it's really up to interpretation. You could do whatever you want technically. Vengeant Cascade makes it better for clear. That's a new thing. I'm doing a Herald Stacker one. So it revolves around stacking Heralds for a lot of added damage and gain damage. And the wand, I'm doing a Fizz Wand. Mine is a Crusader Fizz Wand that has about 400 something PDPS with conductivity on hit. And Crown of Eyes for additional conversion, because again, we're headhunting. I have a Legacy Explosion chest, but you can just use Impulses, that's fine. You could do this in League, no problem. Mark of the Elder, Mark of the Shaper. Some people use Nimbus instead and drop Vengeance Cascade. That's fine too. I have good rings, especially the mana on hit one's really nice, so I keep that. Additional chain from there, additional chain from Deadeye, free damage from Esh's Mirror. Anomalous Ice Golem gives you all the accuracy you need, plus the Helm enchant. And then just a bunch of super strong flasks that are all auto-triggering. So, that's about it. You need no defenses, you're totally ZHP. Once you kill 2 things, you're basically invulnerable. And you're resetting every 5 seconds, basically. So, to see what it looks like, it's going to be, you know, it'll be a real fiesta. You'll see what it looks like, but it's a lot. It's a lot to digest. The first round's the slow round, because I don't have any buffs up yet. I say slow, that might be faster than many people's builds, potentially. But once we start popping off, it goes pretty aggressively crazy. The only annoying one is him. At the very beginning, you don't always one-shot him. You can just reset more for more rares. But, you know, the prospect of ending the day with a prism, or what's it called? Stasis prism. It's like, prism, outer circle, inner circle, outer circle, inner circle. Oh, I died. Yeah, to my knowledge, doing 5 ways, there's only 2 things that could ever kill you. One is Sanctus Vox in the very beginning. He has an auto-target smite type thing. That's just lethal. That's why I died to this time, I think. Or he goes invulnerable if you don't kill him within 2 seconds, and he beams. And I believe that goes through proc shield. I think that can kill you. I smell an Unrelenting. It reeks of Unrelenting. Oh, no. I lied. Wait, I didn't lie. There it is. Thought I lied. Didn't lie. Oh, we got 1. 1 in 4 today so far. Okay. And before Stasis Prison. I mean, I think it drops ID'd. I'm not 100% sure. I think we may have gotten another refund, though, based off that star. I can't remember what the fuck symbol I have it on. We might just see the word Stasis Prison. I don't really know, though, if it drops ID'd or not. Okay, no luck, I guess. Oh, I see a red star. We got maybe another Unrelenting? Yep. Alright. Good luck to me. Don't see it. Damn, that looks fun. You think this looks fun. People think this looks fun. And I'll tell you what, doing 1 every couple days, that's fun. Do you know what's not fun, though? Doing 10 in a row that I just did. This isn't fun. My eyes feel like they're bleeding. This is so painful on your... Like, your brain is like saying, please stop. Please stop. Anything else but this. I don't think humans were designed to have this in front of them. My poor rods and cones. I've got advanced glaucoma. Gotta go get some weed from Snoop. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I was about to say, Sanctus Vox didn't die. I'm not gonna survive. He's just truly the only problem that exists for all of Legion. I'm gonna die to this fucking... Oh god, I knew it. They're dragging me right next to Sanctus Vox. I don't want to be next to him. Oh, Tukohama, how could you? Oh, the screen tearing. I just hit some weird screen tear that everything went to like 3 FPS. Oh my god, that's so much worse. I have never peaked that hard with Celestial on. Without question. Something bad happens with this skill. You don't have the MTX on. Something very disturbing occurs. Yep, we got Unrelenting. Oh, 2 Unrelentings, actually. This does happen sometimes. My favorite game to play when I'm looting is it where it says it is, you know? Glorious Fantasy says it's over here, but it's actually up there. Oh, wow. That one was nowhere near it. We're going to have a no back-to-back rule, no matter what it is, you know? Just to save ourselves the, Well, I died 4 times to this character in that one 5-way, trying to figure out how to re-enter as a concept. So I'd very easily be 100 by now. If that was not the case. Getting 100 is not a problem at all. Incredibly easy by farming 5 ways. It happens as a byproduct of getting stasis prison. I could definitely just re-gear the same character on like 9 different builds and do this exact same thing. It would make no difference. You level multiple characters to 100 this way. You can do this on a Berserker, you can do this on a Witch, you can do this on whatever you want. It's not like you're doing it like, you know, whatever to 100. Typically it's going to be like a 97 or 98 to 100, which is, you know, like 35 ways or something like that. It's not like I'm doing everything, but it is very fast. I mean, think about the odds. If it's a 2% drop, that means you're doing 50 of them. It's enough to easily level 2 characters to 100. What is the qualities for Lightning Arrow? Ugh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Can you please check what does a logbook sell for at a vendor? Sure. Sure I will. Just for you, buddy. Ready? 1 wisdom, 1 scroll fragment. There you go. I'm glad I could be of service.
Just a little heads up. Don't forget if you're rolling sextants in mass to do 2 things that are very important that help you get the most out of your sextants. Number 1 is blocking. You could typically block either 3 of the monster-specific ones, so fire, lightning, cold, whatever. Or you can do 2 in a shrine one. That works too. And you want to do those. And you also want to have on the enduring influence, the sextant's conditional use modifier. This is really important because even if you're just taking this off for the whole process, you'll see that like this will say 3 uses, right? When I seal it. Well, if I seal the one that has 4 uses for Harbinger, it has 4 uses no matter what. So I can basically do this process and seal them with 4 uses, you know, and then this one has legions or duplicated. Okay, cool, I can seal this for 4 uses. So I get 1 extra use out of it. Even if I pop this back off, it'll still have those 4 uses when they're sealed. So it does like snapshot that effect just to prove it. I guess I could take this off and you'll see it still says 4 uses. It's just in there. So if you're rolling sextants in mass, which I typically recommend doing to not bother rolling sextants unless they're in mass, you could always do it with that node on to get yourself the most bang for your buck out of your sextants. 4 uses is just 25% more. You get extra back. Currently sick, but pardon my voice. One thing I'm working on is basically every piece of content for which I have remaining uniques for, I want to have a build to conquer. You know, I have the strength stacker for general mapping. And I need a build that could really comfortably do every Uber boss that has more damage than my previous build for doing it, which was the dot build for Death Wish, which is capped at dot damage. There's a dot damage cap because damage from dots is calculated per minute versus per second, so long story short, like a 40 mil dot cap, and then you have the 70% mitigation, so it's even lower. So I'm making a Stormbrand character to do Uber bossing. It has a much higher ceiling of DPS. I'll have like, I don't know, like 200 million or something. Plus it's just comfier. So, you know, there's that. And then, then I want to also have a character for Deep Delve and have a character for, doing maybe just AFK content like Elder or Heist. So I'll make a Golem character. So I'm just working on those characters now. Because I have so many resources, it's pretty easy to do. Kind of the same way we have the character that does the 5 ways, so working through all my different little character creations. I just don't think there's a build that can make Shaper not feel bad. It's just the phases. I just hate the phases.
Korean guy, yeah, he's buying my sextants.
Alright.
These Korean players are so efficient.
Do love the Koreans. Oh, well, I got another ring now. There we go.
You know what?
It's fine.
That was so good. I think I'm gonna go microwave another 3 slices of pizza.
Fantastic.
This one has like onions and lettuce on it.
Oh,
lettuce? Not lettuce.
Please no
Not
death.
lettuce. Green peppers.
Don't,
Green
don't
peppers.
microwave lettuce.
Please. I swear it doesn't have lettuce on it.
Oh no.
Like, that guy just lost consciousness. What do you mean? He shouldn't be
Yeah, I mean,
allowed
you
to
don't-
advocate for himself right now.
Dude,
Like,
if you don't like,
my man is literally like losing consciousness while standing up, and you're still letting him go. Like, brother.
He was snoring for a few seconds. We gotta
he's
take
just
a break for,
he's
for
just
a minute.
taking a nap, dude. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
He'll make it through. If
He'll be
he
fine.
wanted,
he'll tell you if he's
yeah.
he's
If he
out,
needed
you
help,
know?
he would just tell you. You know. He's just silent because
Ooh.
he's thinking about his next move.
You gotta go on RuneScape, do a Goblin Bow, and then hit it.
He's probably gonna go and like record it by himself and not show us whatever he gets. You see, this is
God,
how
it
it works. You see?
Easy.
Let's go. Nice.
Yeah.
The Goblin Bow.
That was my 10th fracture.
Hey.
Took a long time. Too long.
Nice.
Too long.
Good shit, man.
Yeah. It's fine. Oh god, I was waiting for the explosions going off. The timer's longer than the grace period you're given. I don't know why do different bosses have different grace periods? The strangest thing. Oh, we're heisting today. Okay. The wheel has decided we're heisting today, so we're gonna do replicas until we're at replicas. And that's that. Replica heist it is. I mean, I have like 400 blueprints, but you know, having the blueprints is the easy part. Unveiling them and paying for them is the hard part. I have like 3 more that are paid for. Because we've run so far like 10 or 15 today. Trash. Paradoxica. Oh boy. You typically take Paradoxica just for the meme. I'm still convinced that a replica Paradoxica can't be good. Like, I don't think there's any combination of 6 things that can get that make it good. I'm getting a prefix next. Okay. It's probably the best replica Paradoxica I've ever made. Just because I actually hit crit chance and attack speed. Or crit and attack speed. I have to hit the flat fizz mod. I did not hit the flat fizz mod. I hit chaos damage or chaos pen. It's impossible. I don't know. I think it's literally impossible to make a good replica Paradoxica weapon. Can you tainted chaos a Val Temple? Oh, you can. Let's do our Val Temples. I've seen 3 people get Calandra's touches off of that. Maybe we will too. I have my tree set up for Val Temples already. Pretty much just wandering path, all the small nodes and Strongbuck stuff and Harbinger stuff, and I've got leftover points, but they don't even fucking matter, so it doesn't matter. It's whatever. I'm fading. Oh shit. Hey Rox, are you still here? Let the RNG fiesta begin. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's a god. Nope. Got the Toho skills going. Oh god. He teleported right off. First time. Part of me wants to change my gloves to those other gloves I had. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Like I can wipe the prefixes and make it a 1 in 3 chance of success, you know. Just to save myself some annuls, I guess. Relatively, I guess. Technically, it's higher chance because it's less attempts. But one version wastes 2 divines and one version rolls the dice more with more annuls. Effectively the same thing. Add prefix, remove suffix. Also doesn't help. That would ruin the item. There's no way to... Listen, I just gotta knock off the lightning, or I have to restart. That's that. Back to square one we go. Yeah, I can't move 4,400 elks though. I mean, I could do this. Oh. Well, that worked out very well. Also, it has 200 mods. God bless. Okay. 50-50. Sad times. Back to the drawing board we go. Oh, there you have it. I was tabbed out. This thing has 300 mods. What happens then? Can I just do it twice? Oh, this thing's full, isn't it? Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, it's full. God damn. Oh my god. Of course. Yeah, no, why? Why not? Why not? See? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Psych. He's a god gamer. Fuck! Oh, fuck! I almost just ate it as I was saying that. Oh man, that was bad. I think I just got saved by the bell right there. Okay, so now I can do Reforge with Chaos. Okay, so there's both my things awaiting harvest things now. Ready to now harvest craft on a blocker, then elevate, then get disappointed. What would be elevated unaffected by a Desecrated Crown anyway? I don't even know what that'd be. Okay, and 50-50, and we won. Okay. Okay, back to half of the equation done. Okay, 50-50 again. That's the trade. Alright. Nope. You love it. You love to feel it. I love it. I love nothing more. Feel it in my plums. Cool beans. Okay, and we're back to just chaosing, I guess. Boy, oh boy. And there we go. Okay. We're back. We're back. Only took 4 elevates to get back to where we needed to be. Okay, boot awaken number 2 of the day. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Elevated Tailwind. Elevated Onslaught. I click on the Tailwind. Click on the Onslaught. I have received 25 cold res. Tier 5 cold res. That might be enough lightning res. What does my current one have? 16. Yeah, the movement speed's relevant. I have to redo the prefixes. This could be veiled anyway. But I can change the cold to lightning. That might be enough. Exactly 75. Okay. Now we're in business. That'll do. So what we need to do now is I need to get 2 divines, and then it is suffixes can't be changed, reforge, crit, I guess. We'll do that. And then it's going to be get a June and Veiled Chaos, or... yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, you piece of shit! Fuck! It's the second time we've seen it happen. The second time we've seen a unique unset ring that is corrupted drop. Not being Angler's flat. You won't escape me, little piggy. What do we got for the boys, huh? Little little piggy, little piggy. You won't escape me, little piggy. I don't like this. I don't like this. Got limited room over here. I don't like this. Eee! Alright. Nice. Wait. Ooh, reliquary key. Why is that one not highlighted? It's so strange. I saw it. It wasn't hidden. I saw it. This was small. I don't know why, though. We're just wrapping up for the day. I just did an Uber Cirrus to end the stream. Oh, I don't know. Now it's working. Okay. If we get the flask, that would be insanity. What little remains? Okay. Here we go. Flask would be bananas. If I actually got the flask. It's exactly what you expect it to be. The helmet. Is at least a 21? It's a 16. I'm only missing one helmet in the fucking game. Piece of shit faith card. I'm like a special set of lazy where I do my Uber Pinnacle Elder, like the Uber Pinnacle one, with Maven on, just so I get the Shaper's Realm and the Abyss of Value Meaning. But obviously it's way harder. But it saves me doing one boss fight, so in my mind this is easier. I haven't lost one yet, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. It is a bit of a two-step forward, man. But, who am I to judge? This part sucks to dodge with Maven on, the teleportating thing. I feel like it's always harder. Fun part about doing Uber Pinnacle Elder is I can actually get 3 uniques off of it, technically. Because I can get the 2 I'm missing from Uber Shaper, and I'm also missing 1 from Uber Pinnacle Elder. Or I can also get Squire cards, which is exciting. Plus I can get, Watcher's Eye, so it's probably actually the most exciting Uber I can do. I haven't got anything new from it yet. And sometimes you just get sad shit like this, but it's possible, it's possible to get good things. I swear. I have been enjoying my feared rotations, which means I do Uber Pinnacle, Elder, Maven Witnessed, it's a lot of uniques, and then I do a Uber Cortex, and then I do Uber Adziri, and then I go do a Witness Chiula. I really just hope doing Chiula. I'm really just hoping for a what's it called? A Grasping Mail. I've not gotten a good Grasp Mail off of Chiula yet, so hoping for that. But yeah, I like doing little rotations. It's a good variety of content, and I am basically gate kept by how many Cortexes I have. So at the end of the day, it's not like I can do them too often, but it is fun to do these little rotations every now and again. Whenever we do get our jewel from Cortex, which is the hardest thing to get of all Uber boss content, probably, just because your point of access is so much more rare. When we do get our jewel, I think we're probably done doing feared rotations, but I don't expect to get the jewel for a very long time, so not a big deal here. Murderous Eye. Oh, you can get that. Okay. What? Oh no! I'm in the middle of a flawless Chiula. Hello? Oh! Oh god, actually scammed. Pieces of shit. Or is it a rollback? No, I got fucking scammed. Oh my god. That's just... $100 million company. Small indie game. What the fuck? Slow ass Venarius coming out. I don't think I've actually ever gotten anything good off of Feared before. I mean, you could drop all their loot. I just don't think I've ever gotten anything good off of it. It looks like, well, that's about as sad as loot as you could possibly get, I don't think. This is a 90 quant. That's about as sad as loot as you could possibly get. Resist the assault. Oh, why are you teleporting now? The fight's over. Bitch. Cool. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Arnoldments. Oh! The fuck! Yes! Huh! E! Oh! Oh, I'm gonna nut! Oh! It's so foreign to see a new unique that I don't know what the fuck they are. Oh my god. Nothing else dropped, though. That is wild. Alright. That's fantastic. Okay. Soul Ascension. This is the 2% drop off of Uber Pinnacle Elder. I could stop doing Uber Pinnacle Elder now, which is so exciting. There's no reason not to still do it, because if I'm doing Cortex rotations for Feared, it doesn't really cost me a whole lot extra to do Shaper versus this, so it's like whatever. This could still drop Shaper stuff, but this is amazing. Let's showcase what this looks like in the stash. Now, what this does is it's actually a really fun item. I might be using it for something, I'm not sure yet, but long story short, it gives you Soul Eater stacks for hitting unique enemies, and you lose them every 3 seconds when no unique enemies nearby. So it just means when you're hitting a boss, you start gaining Soul Eater stacks and gaining large amounts of attack speed, damage, etc., which is what Soul Eater does. Caps it at 50, but it's like a ramp unique. It is more than once every second, and most bosses have phases that prevent you from doing them for very long, so its use case is actually quite limited. I don't know if it's a good item, but it's definitely, I've heard it's a very fun item. If you take a look at our gloves section, actually, it's really interesting. So this is one of our few missing gloves in the game. Also, our few missing uniques in the game. But, oh, very sad. If you look at the gloves here, Entropic Devastation is off of Shaper, Hate Forge is off of Trialmaster, Soul Ascension, Uber Pinnacle Elder. Boom, one more down. I guess we could just quickly showcase what they look like, because it is something to do. Can you see what they look like? Yeah, you can see them. Little mitts, little meaty mitts. There's like a mouth on the side right there. Pretty interesting look. Like, not terrible, but they have Chaos Res, no life, always a bummer. And they have okay, I guess, defensive stats, but at least they got Chaos Res. That's something. Soul Ascension. There we go. I feel like I gotta go for the back-to-back with the Shaper, but we're gonna go finish up this Feared rotation. Hopefully get something new there. But that is very exciting. We've been really plugging away at Uber bosses, and it's good to see that we finally got one. This is actually my last Cortex I have, so my last Uber rotation for the moment. But I have Synthesis map cards I can hand in. These can give Cortex. They're very shit-weighted, so it's actually pretty easy to get Cortex typically off of them. And I do also have 528 Keurig resets, which he actually offering the maps is useless. He doesn't offer anything you can actually run at all. There's not a single thing Kira can offer from a mission aside from maybe like tier 16 and Tainted that'd be worth doing. But he resets his shop, which that's where he can sell the Cortex, so bonk. And trash. Murder boot. Like I said, for doing Cortexes when you don't have Cortexes, and you're asking what's the best way to get Cortexes. Well, there's two different cards, a Fate Worse Than Death, and then there's a Justified Ambition. I think I've already gotten. No, I already handed all mine in. Well, there's two different cards that can give you Cortex basically, and they're both really easily farmed, honestly. So you have a Fate Worse Than Death or Justified Ambition. Both of these are actually pretty sick. So you have this drops off of the Crusaders, and this one drops off of the Crusaders and Cirrus. So basically, when you're doing Crusader rotations, so Elder Slayer rotations, right? You typically get one of these cards almost every other kill. So honestly, like every 4 or 5 rotations, you'll get like a Cortex pretty much, or a chance at a Cortex. This one's pretty fluid, so it's actually really nice. Yeah, Cortex isn't so bad to get thanks to the Elder Slayers. The past must be sacrificed. Ultimate chaos. I'm the real father. Whoa, that's weird. I wish that happened before. They lied to you, father. I'm the true father. And... oh, ultimate chaos. Oh. Ultimate chaos. Where's my jewel? Where's my glove? Crusader glove. You could dream it, you could do it, kids. Oh no. Oh, boots. Slam. Slam. Gimme. Fuck. I'm so close to getting something off of Uber. He just won't give me the nut. He's giving me the shaft, but just not the nut. What? I smell it. I smell the new... No. God damn it. Oh. Come on, you piece of shit. No. No. What is happening? Oh, God. Okay. Damn it. The fucking helmet's just as rare as the Uber drops. Think of all the bosses I look forward to not having to farm for Uber drops. Shaper's number one. And it's the one I have, like, the most access to. But it's just the one I love doing the absolute least. I'd just rather be doing any other fight in the game. And I just I don't get the drops. I don't get them. I can get them, but I don't. Let me embrace you. Bada bada bing. Bada bada boom. Pop pop beep pop 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 boom. Nope. Come on, come on. No. Ultimate chaos. Ultimate chaos. Fuck. Free me. Fuck. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Okay. What the fuck? Just call him. Yes, call him. I have just finished doing... yep, that's 20. I just finished doing 20 Uber Shapers in a row, pretty much. And it is just emotionally draining. There we go. Come on. Fuck! Come on. I'm delirious. Delirious fighting Shaper. I'm losing brain cells by the minute. Oh no, that's a Starforge. That's so rare. God damn it. That's as rare as getting an Uber exclusive drop. And, oh, yes! Oh my god. Oh my god, I did like a triple take. I saw ambush. There was literally both ambush. Oh, it's Assassin's Mitt. That's what threw me off. Oh, okay. Who gives a shit? There we go. Entropic Devastation. Oof. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Alright. We're still missing one unique from Uber Shaper, but this is the one I wanted to get the most just because of the fun of what these represent. Now, one thing to note, let's talk about the gloves themselves. These gloves, I think, are actually pretty good. Hold on. Let me exit out of this shit. I'm on the wrong scene. Alright, there we go. Whoop, coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back. There we go. Look at that. The frame's tripled. Entropic Devastation are the Uber Shaper gloves that enable your spells to impale. Now they have to be, I believe it has to be physical damage. Yep. So things like Blade Fall, Blade Blast, any physical spell, I guess Exsanguinate, Reap, things like that. It allows your critical hits with spells to inflict impale. And impale, as anyone who's ever played, was the biggest matter for Fizz, is an insane thing that you actually can scale super, super high. And what it does is, like it says, when an impaled enemy is hit, the impale reflects 10% of the physical damage of the impaling hit to that enemy. It lasts for 5 hits or 8 seconds, and then that number of damage can be scaled up by effect value. So what it basically does is a weird way, it like snapshots an amount of a chunk of damage you do, and then double overs that damage after you hit it. So it adds like an additional chunk of damage based off of the previous hit that did the impale. It also grants you Call of Steel, which is the unique skill to recall impales, basically. What it does specifically is call impales debuffs, alive or dead, around you, and it chunks all the blades to you, and then it also gives you a number of steel shards that then can be shot back out. It's an additional number of clear that is basically free with the gloves. The gloves themselves, it's hard to tell if they really look cool. They're pretty basic looking. You see some of the kind of rippled effects on the arms, but pretty minimal in how they look. Overall, is that a bird? It is a bird. It's very early in the morning, 6:40. I've been running Shaper nonstop for the past 8 hours straight just to have it so we could do this one thing. And that one thing is, with the other gloves we got today, off of the, not Ceaseless Feast, what are they called? Carnal, the Soul Ascensions we got from Uber Pinnacle Elder today, and the Entropic Devastations we get from Uber Pinnacle Shaper today. This means the only glove we don't have in the game is Hateforge off of Trial Master. And that is exciting. It's very rare that we get to almost close out another sector. And just because it's something we're missing doesn't mean it's going to be happening anytime soon. We've been missing Faith Guard for a very long time. But it's exciting the fact that we're down to just one glove. So with that, this episode comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the standard shenanigans as we continue to progress through what would be Crucible League, but for us is special edition Standard League, which to me is a lot more special. I hope you enjoyed this content and more high endgame content, because that's nothing short of what you're going to be getting this entirety of this entire league. So enjoy it, and hopefully we can close out some categories like gloves and get these amazing things like Hateforge and well, Faithguard's not amazing, but the Squire's a big one. So insane times. I'm still surrounded by the steel spikes despite me not having the gloves on, which is fun. And yeah, two gloves down in this episode, one to go. Where are you, Trial Master? See you soon.